100 line. We're gonna, I don't know, continue it a little bit. I don't know how long I'm gonna go with 100 line tonight. Probably like 2.5 hours maybe. And then I think I'm good to call it a stream maybe. Day 25 of the murder mystery route. Gaku's been stabbed and I don't care, but Takumi does for some reason, so I guess we'll help him out. Yeah. After waking up to the usual morning announcement, I walked out of my room straight into Tsubasa. Morning, Takumi. Heading to breakfast? Yeah. Hey, can I ask you something? What is it? Do you know what happened to Ava's mask? Ava's mask? Yeah, that thing she was wearing on the battlefield before she revealed her true face. Oh, that. It's being kept somewhere in the garage. Great, thanks. I'll go grab it later. Immediately after saying that, the door to the stairwell flung open and Kyoshika came charging over. She quickly ran over to us with a strained look on her face and said, Something disturbing has been discovered in the classroom on the first floor. Something disturbing? You must come immediately. Everyone else is already on their way. I followed Tsubasa and Kyoshika to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon arrival. What? No way. Not again. It was a repeat of day 4. Somebody had used red spray paint to write something on the digital blackboard again. The only difference was the content of the text. And the font. This time it said, Let's play a killing game. Who found it first? 'Twas I. Upon discovering this foul scene, I immediately set off to inform everybody of it. What were you doing here in the first place? Ah, yes, well, I would wish to retrieve Lady Kurara's mask before breakfast. It had been left on the ceiling catwalk since you flung it there yesterday. Kyoshika, you shall pay for this later. Kurara was already wearing her mask. She must have retrieved it before the rest of us came running in. Who would write something like this? Isn't it obvious? It's the same bastard who wrote the last threat. The same one who killed Gaku, or it's Darumi, the person literally obsessed with this shit. Are you sure? Handwriting seems a little different. My dear sister's sharp perception pierces through everything. So, someone else wrote this. But who? Wait, could it be Eva? No, I don't think that's possible. She doesn't speak our language or know how to write our When I delivered breakfast to her just now, her cage was properly locked. Who has the key? I do. It's the only copy in existence. Also, there is a special IC chip embedded inside that makes it impossible to duplicate. We can think about the author later. I'm more curious about what this killing game is supposed to refer to. Which part of killing game is so hard to understand? It's a game where you kill or be killed. Still doesn't make sense. Who plays? What are the rules? Where? How? When? Why? Suddenly, Shoma raised his voice. Everybody, look, there's something on the teacher's desk. This looks like a tape recorder. I guess we should listen to it. I pressed play and an eerie-sounding voice came out of the recorder.
The game has officially begun. Like the blackboard says, let's all play a killing game together. The name of this game is The Invader Hunt.
The message continued. Anyone willing to participate should gather in the leisure lounge at 7 p.m. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. That is all. With those eerie words, the voice stopped. Silence prevailed. We could have heard a pin drop. We were all frowning, although nobody said anything. The last note hadn't been a prank. Seirei was destroyed and Gaku was murdered. This note could have been written by the same person. His last words especially kept echoing loudly in my mind. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. By the way, Kako, you mentioned something about the handwriting in this message being different from the last. Maybe the culprit deliberately changed it? We should keep that possibility in mind. Yeah, too soon to be jumping to conclusions about two different culprits when the MO's the same. So, Gaku's murderer's on the move again? Basically, this could be from the same person who killed Gaku. If so, we might be able to find their true identity by joining the game. But that option came with major risks. The monster who destroyed Suri and slaughtered Gaku was behind it after all. Join the game despite the risks, or try to keep everyone as safe as possible. We had until 7 PM to decide what to do, but it didn't seem prudent to delay our decision until the last minute. We had to stay united, all of us. And for that to happen, I had to clearly express my opinion on the matter first as team leader. But what was our best option? Should we join the game or ignore it completely? I thought long and hard about what to say, and then I made my decision. Ooh. This is the first branch since the last one. No, okay, obviously. It's the first one since the one that I did last to start this route, basically. Yeah, okay. If you want to play Jigsaw, let's play.
I think I'm going to join the game.
Feeling determined, I voiced my intention to participate.
Ah.
Will you all join me in this invader hunt? Oh, no. Have you lost your mind, Sir Sumino? Mr. Sumino, participating in a shading game like this would make us just like Mr. Mariko, jumping into the fire and getting stabbed for it. We might end up getting slaughtered just like Gaku. I know it could be dangerous, but I think ignoring the invitation would be even more dangerous. We ought to accept despite the risk. Hey, Takumi, let's think about this rationally. Who knows what kind of monster's behind this? Anything can happen if we join some insane game like this, man.
Hey!
Yeah, I more than understand the risks of participating, but I still want to know. I want to know who killed Gaku. I want to know who put us in this situation. I thought things would be different without Edo secretly manipulating us, but apparently I was wrong. Someone had destroyed Sire and killed Gaku, all in the space of one night. Gaku's death plunged us all into paranoia, and we haven't been able to come together since. Who could possibly be doing this? Everyone, please, I'm begging you, even if just this once, go along with me. Please join the game with me. I bowed my head while shouting my pleas, trying to show them how serious I was. But I did not get the reaction I was hoping for. Sorry, Takumi, I can't. It smells like a trap to me. I'm out too. There's something so vulgar about using a game to encourage murder. A group of strangers all killing each other without any love behind it. It's no better than a hedonistic orgy. What, did somebody say orgy? Oh, simmer down, you stupid perv. I'm out too. The audience hate to see a team turn on each other like that. My life may be worthless, but if I die, I won't be able to see my dog Leo again. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. At this rate, I'll be the only one playing. How do I convince everyone that this is the right move? What do I have to do? Before I can say anything more. What? I'm gonna play the game, obviously. I mean, duh. Obviously, a killing game's about to go down either way. Finally, the god of killing games has smiled on me and broken the chains binding me to this pitiful, tedious life. Anyway, that's why you're all gonna join. It's mandatory. Yeah, right. I'm not fucking doing this. We can't start killing each other. We're here to fight the invaders. Excuse me. If you guys keep acting like such wusses, I won't get my killing game. We need at least a double-digit player count or it's not gonna happen. And I need it to happen. I've been waiting for this my whole life. I'm so sick of this lame tower defense game. I want us to kill each other. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. We're all gonna do it, right? Durmi vociferously. Vociferously. Holy shit. That's a new one. Urged everyone to play. But the more she insisted, the more it turned everyone off. What utter foolishness. I'm not entertaining this nonsense anymore. Disgusted, Kurara left the classroom. The others followed soon after. If you want to kill each other, do it by yourselves. I won't stand for this. Sister Dearest and I are going back to our rooms. I've always wanted to storm out in a dramatic huff like this. So cliche. In the end, the only ones left standing in the classroom were... Oh, Hiriko's in too. What's wrong with them? Not playing like defies the laws of nature. Myself, Darumi, and Hiriko. Hiriko, are you gonna play the game too? I'm shocked. I didn't think you'd have any interest in something like this. Don't misunderstand me. I have no interest at all in the game itself. I just want to make sure. Make sure? Hiriko fell silent, refusing to elaborate. She does tend to be secretive. Well then, the three of us will meet in the leisure lounge tonight. The message said anyone willing to participate should gather in the leisure lounge at 7 p.m. Well, with so few participants, it's entirely possible the game will be cancelled. No, my long-awaited killing game is slipping through my fingers. Good face, bro. Hiriko and I went back to our rooms, leaving Darumi behind to wallow in despair. An invader hunt. I was lying in bed contemplating this mysterious game that we were supposedly going to play. Why would whoever wrote the message invite us to join a game? What kind of game did they have planned? Or was the announcement itself a trap? I was racking my brain, unable to figure out any possible intention behind any of this. Until suddenly... visitor? I opened the door and came face to face with Darumi. Darumi, what's up? Hey, why aren't you saying anything? Darumi continued to stand there, not speaking so much as a single word. 1 minute passed, and then 2. 3 people isn't enough. Finally, she spoke. A killing game with only 3 people? That's just not gonna work. The joy of a killing game is that there are a ton of participants and a lot of dying. 3 people do not a massacre make. I mean, forget Royale. That's not even enough of a battle to get excited about. Totally impossible. Like, way impossible. She was muttering to herself, but I more or less understood her point. So you're saying there's not enough people to hold a proper killing game? I've literally been saying that this whole time. Really? I didn't notice. I got the feeling this announcement only exacerbated Darumi's emotional instability. Normies always do this. They're like so happy to do an athletic meet or a talent show or whatever, but if you suggest a killing game, they're like, ew, no way. That's probably because they don't want to die. At this rate, I'm not going to get my killing game. Can't have that. If it gets cancelled, it's so over. You have to help, Takumi. Tell them how important this is and convince them to play. Are you kidding? There's no way they'd listen to me. Even just now, they barely paid any attention to what I had to say. It'll be fine. Just stand in their doorways and keep putting on that peer pressure. Okay, eventually. You mean like what you're doing to me right now? I might be dumb and useless, but even I can handle staging a sit-in. I mean, I did stick around my parents' house for basically my entire life without running away, no matter how much my brother and my daddy yelled at me to leave. Though I guess that was mostly because I didn't have anywhere else to go. What do I even say to that? Okay, you'll be in charge of convincing Takamaru, Shoma, and the twins. Your job is to flip them to willing players before we're supposed to meet. You have to get them to play, no matter what. Darumi stormed away without giving me a chance to object. Man, why is she so pushy? But now that she's asked, I can't just do nothing. I don't want the game to get cancelled either, so I guess I should try to encourage everyone to join? I'm supposed to persuade Takamaru, Shoma, Ima, and Kako, huh? Of the 4, Takamaru seems the most likely to hear me out. He looks like a hard ass, but at his core he's genuine and kind. He might be willing to listen if he sees that I feel strongly about this. Okay, the first one I'm going to try to convince is Takamaru. Well, that settles that. Now to think of a way to get him to join. He's probably against it because he's worried of what might happen. He's concerns are valid. The monster who slaughtered Gaku is behind this, after all. I get why you'd want to avoid a confrontation, but if we don't participate, we may never find out who's really behind all this. I can't let that happen. I want to catch whoever killed our friend, no matter what it takes. Gaku might have been a careless, sneaky goofball, but he was one of our own. He didn't deserve to die. Didn't he, though? I'll never forgive whoever killed him. I'm gonna find them, and I know Takemaru feels the same. Maybe I should get him to remember how he felt when Gaku was murdered. But how do I do that? How do I get Takemaru fired up again? How do you reignite the rage in someone's heart? Well, no point trying to figure this out on my own. Should ask around and see if anyone has any ideas. Oh, we're doing this again. Hey fam. You wish to know how to ignite the fire in Takemaru's heart. I recommend giving him stickers. Stickers. A while back I was messing around and I put a cute character sticker on Sir Takemaru's custom biker jacket. He was completely overcome with rage. The fuck do you think you're doing to my jacket? That's the window to my soul. If you ever transition, you better damn well call me so I can kick your ass man to man. Yo. Yo. That kind of goes hard. That's exactly what he screamed at me. If I were to describe his countenance that day, he looked like an angry temple spirit, or an active volcano. So indeed, a sticker will set him ablaze. I don't think it had anything to do with the sticker. I think he just got mad you messed with his clothes. This doesn't seem like it's going to be useful, but I'll try to remember it anyway. Takemaru is very serious about his biker outfit. Noted. How to get Takemaru fired up? Pro wrestling ovs. When you're locked in tight and exchanging pure soul energy with another fighter, your heart will be on fire. Come and experience it for yourself, Takumi. I'll spar with you right now. Sorry, Moko, but now's not a good... Too much of a wuss to put your butt on the line and fight. Well, yeah. Whoops. Man, I picked the wrong person to ask. Moving right along. Shoma. Shoma. Hey, bud. How to get Takemaru fired up, you ask? Takubi, you're asking the wrong person. My IQ is so low it's a negative number. I couldn't possibly know. You stop the self-deprecation for 1 second and really think about it? What gets him worked up? I'm sorry, I have no idea. I'm too scared to think about anything. The invader huts is all I can think about. They want us to kill each other. Shoma's completely terrified. It's pointless trying to question him further. Excellent. Morge. The moment I saw Gaku's body, I had an idea. This should work. Sorry, Gaku, I'm gonna have to move your sheet. I pulled down the sheet and draped over Gaku's body, came face to face with his brutalized corpse. Then, I took off his jacket, splattered with blood and covered in countless holes. The criminal stabbed him over and over with a knife. I felt like I could feel Gaku's pain and agony just by touching his jacket. They won't get away with this. They're gonna pay. It filled my heart with a sense of duty and conviction. If I show this to Takemaru, he'll remember how angry he was when Gaku was murdered. Darumi, what you doing here? Can't you tell? I'm pretending to be a corpse, duh. A corpse. If we're gonna play a killing game, then all the useless nobodies like me are probably gonna die first. So I thought I'd better practice being dead. That way I'll be a cool corpse when the time comes. Good luck with that. You should look at Gaku's body in practice too. He's a perfect example of how we're all gonna end up. Yugamu, what you doing here? I came to chat with that Edo Atsuki guy. I'm terribly intrigued by him. Chat? He's a dead body. Corpses are surprisingly articulate. You can learn so much just at looking at them. I knew the moment I laid eyes on his body, he was a brilliant assassin in his own right. Oh, I would give anything to have met him while he was still alive. Eva. I couldn't find your mask, bud. Sorry. Takumi, did you bring it?
Huh?
Bring what? My mask. You promised me yesterday. That's right. She asked me to give her mask back to her yesterday. Sorry, Eva. I just don't have time for that right now. No, I have been waiting for so long. Takumi, are you going to break your promise to me? You're mocking me because you know I'm just a helpless prisoner. Calm down. I'll be sure to bring it when I'm done. Just wait a bit longer, please. You promise? You really will? If you don't, I'll break down crying. She incessantly confirmed again and again that I would actually bring it. That mask must be incredibly important to her. Hey, Tsubasa. I'm trying to Shanghai Kakamaru into joining a jigsaw trap. How do you get Takamaru fired up? Isn't he always fired up? I mean, is he ever cool or composed? Don't you think he's been holding back a bit too much lately? Normally I'd expect him to be the first to jump at the opportunity to do this invader hunt. I mean, even Takamaru has to hold back sometimes. I mean, how many of our friends have died so far? Edo, Gaku, and even Suri's just a heap of scrap now. What are Suri's remains doing here? I'm connecting what's left of them to the PC in the war room to salvage whatever data I can. Figured if I can access this confidential information, I can learn how to fix the corpse recovery drones. And maybe I'll even be able to get some information on whoever destroyed him.
Huh?
So you're basically doing an autopsy? Yeah, I'm sure even Suri regrets that this happened to him so suddenly, so I feel like I need to make his death mean something, at the very least. I felt my chest clench as I stared at Suri's remains. I'll never forgive whoever did this to him. They have to pay. An incredible rage was coursing through my body. Tsubasa, do you think I could borrow him? I guess so, but what for? I'm gonna show him to Takamaru. The person who did this to Suri was more likely the same person that murdered Gaku. Takamaru might remember his rage when he sees this. Hey gang. Well, if it isn't the village idiot, right on cue. What is wrong with you? What's your problem all of a sudden? Why are you so angry? Obviously because you're a complete and utter moron. You want to play some killing game? You're such an uneducated street rat I could puke. She's worried about you, Takumi. We were just talking and we think you're not thinking rationally. Takumi, if it's not too late, you can rethink this. I know you have your reasons, but playing such a dangerous game is madness. Even a sick necrophile like you should know a killing game is going too far. Try to rub your pauper brain cells together long enough to generate a spark and think about why you shouldn't value your freak fetishes over your own life. She was being unnecessarily cruel, but Kurara was worried about me in her own Kurara way. I appreciate the sentiment, but... Sorry, but I made up my mind. I'd gladly accept the risks for a chance to confront Gaku's killer, and nothing could change my mind. Okay, these should be enough to convince them. Gaku's jacket and Suri's remains. Holding onto them tightly, I barged into Takamaru's room. Don't make me do this for all of them. Whoa. Whoa, Takumi, where's your manners? You can't just let yourself in. Takamaru, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but I have something I want to show you. Whoa, what's this? It's all fucked up and full of holes. Real dirty too, covered in dark stains. It's Gaku's jacket. He was wearing it when he was killed. When he was killed? Didn't you see the body? Weren't you there? You mean these stains are his blood? You asshole, why would you show me this? Yeah, I know. Nobody wants to see this, but we can't hide from it. It's got all these holes in it, see? Because he was stabbed with a knife over and over brutally. Motherfucker stabbed him this many times? God damn it, Gaku must have been in so much pain. Takamaru's eyes were bloodshot as he stared at the holes in Gaku's clothes. He was shaking with fury. Here's where I get him once and for all. and this is what's left of Surya. The person who did this was more than likely the same person who murdered Gaku. He might have been a machine, but I know he suffered. He was torn to shreds. Takumi, what the hell are you trying to do here? I know I owe you one, but I won't hesitate to fuck you up if you're just here to mess with the bodies of all our dead friends. That's not it. I just want to ask you. I look Takamaru dead in the eye. It's very likely that whoever's inviting us to play this game is the same person who killed Surya and Gaku. The killer who did this to our friends is throwing down a challenge. I moved closer to Takamaru. Takamaru, listen to me. Are you sure you want to run away from this game? If you back down now, you might never get another shot at catching whoever did this. I can't let them get away with this. I'm gonna kill them with my bare hands. But that ain't enough of a reason to play this game. What happens if Gaku happens to all of us, then it's all pointless. Crap, he's still not angry enough. If I want to get Takamaru to join and he's still on the fence after all this, I'm just gonna have to make him even madder. Oh. Oh. Don't make me do this for all of them. Persuasion.
I won't let Gaku's killer get away with it. I will get payback, but this ain't the time for that. Whatever this invader hunt shit is, it's obviously a trap. We got no...
Oh, wait.
What's the matter, Takamaru? You two chicken shit to join?
Yo. I ain't chicken shit, I'm just keeping cool. I don't want to die for no goddamn reason. I gotta survive and protect my people. Ah, shit, I fucked it up. Right, so it's not just the...
I won't let But this ain't... Whatever this we got no clue what's waiting for us in the
Right, it's not
match.
just the answer, but it's also the
can't
context
just take
sometimes.
up a challenge from a killer.
Oh! There we go.
So, that biker jacket of yours is just for show, huh?
The fuck you just say to me? What, are you deaf? I said a coward like you should be wearing a jacket like that. Bastard. You ain't gonna get away with talking about my jacket like that. She reflects my whole soul. Just like Kyoshika said, Takamaru gets upset when you insult his jacket. He lost his cool and now's my chance. I'm gonna make him see it my way. Whoa!
Takamaru, you don't deserve to wear that jacket.
The fuck, man?
Oh.
I ain't called the strongest gang boss that's ever lived for nothing.
You? A gang boss? You don't seem like much of a boss to me at all.
What?
Think about it. You're literally cowering, even though the person who killed your friend is throwing down the gauntlet. I didn't know a gang boss could be such a fair-weather friend and still get any respect.
Damn. Takamaru's face looked nothing short of demonic as he glared at me, but he didn't argue back. Must have hit him where it hurt. He was at a loss for words.
Takamaru,
I bumped my fist against his chest near his heart.
if you want to show me how a real boss acts, fight with me. Join me. Please. Join the game with me.
We did it. Oh, Justilla followed me 15 minutes ago. Mubby. I did not see that shit. Mubby. I was too locked in, I guess. Thank you, I appreciate you. If you're gonna bust my balls like that, I guess I can't back down. Fine, I'll do it. I'll join this fucking invader hunt or whatever it is and kill the bastard behind all this shit. My hard work had paid off. Takamaru had finally agreed to join, but I didn't have time to stick around and celebrate. I quickly left Takamaru's room and set off to persuade the others. Since I'd won over someone as influential as Takamaru, persuading the others went smoothly. Oh, sick. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Huh? Takamaru said he'd join? If you got someone as cautious as Mr. Yakushiji to fold, then I guess the game can't be all that dangerous. Good logic, Ima. Everyone's get a joy, well, then I guess I should too. Having successfully won over Ima, Kako, and Shoma, I'd met the quota Darumi forced on me. And then, night finally came. I arrived at the Leisure Lounge just before 7 and found that all the other Special Defense Unit members were already there.
Huh?
We got quite a group here. Did everyone decide to join the game? Honestly, I never wanted to come, but Darumi rang my doorbell at least 10,000 times. She's so persistent, I just gave in. I was eating a snack in the cafeteria when suddenly Lady Darumi snatched my holy Jumanji sword. I pursued the scoundrel in an attempt to retrieve her, when suddenly I found that I'd been lured here. Oh, the holy Jumanji sword is safe and sound, if you were concerned. You could say this is a real steal. Kyoshika, give that blade of yours to me immediately. I'm gonna snap it in half along with your entire spinal column. Why would you say something so frightening? Wait, what? Lady Carrara, you've come too. We were worried when you disappeared so suddenly, so we came here looking for you. Kyoshika, if you worry us like that again, I'll drop a heel right on the crown of your head to teach you a lesson. Oh, for the love of murder. Looks like we've all been tricked into coming here. Darumi seems to have used some pretty underhanded tricks to get everyone to come. Yeah, what a score. This many people killing each other is going to be so much fun. Alright, it's almost time for the game to start. Who's going to die first? Maybe me? Sure hope so. Everybody please kill me. Oh, and I made sure to bring all your infusers too. We're all set for the great slaughter to begin. She's so prepared at scaring me. Darumi seems thrilled at the idea of us killing each other, but I don't plan on hurting any of my friends. I'm not going to let anyone else die. That's why I wanted to do this. It's almost time. What kind of person do you think is running this game? I'm kind of excited to see who the bad guy is. Time passed. And finally it was 7 p.m., but... For fuck's sake, nothing's happening. Nobody came. Nothing happened. The Leisure Lounge was as quiet and peaceful as ever. Maybe the Bastarbide gave up after they saw a disgusting insect like me was joining. Or maybe that whole message was just a prank. Honestly, as anticlimactic as that would be, a safe conclusion like that might be for the best. Look, it's getting late. I'm out of here. No sooner than Takamaru had said those words, it happened. Bzz, 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 bzz. Suddenly, an ominous sound came from out of nowhere. What is that sound? It's awful. My ears hurt. The hell? Someone revving a bike engine? No way. I've never heard an engine make a noise this horrible. Just listening to it is making me... Ugh. The unidentified sound grew louder and louder. Oh, where's it coming from? We looked around for the source of the sound. That's when we happened to look up at the ceiling.
Huh?
What? What the fuck? Man, imagine this is your first route through the game. Imagine this is your first route. Like... What the fuck? Okay, so I at least understand the diving suit, because that's come up a couple of times now. Since when are there giant waspinators? What the fuck? Oh my god, okay, alright. Fucking buganoids on the ceiling with a fucking Scooby-Doo ghost villain. Only to be greeted by an unbelievable sight.
Bees?
The hell? They're flying around with a bunch of big-ass bees?
Is that a spacesuit? Wait, no. A diving suit?
Buckethead. Bees. Nick
bee
Cage.
Parachute? I've never seen such a hideous mode of transport.
Eek! I hate bugs! Someone get me some bug spray stat!
I like how they're not freaking out to the gargantuan size of these things, as if these are normal everyday bees. The individual in the spacesuit gradually lowered their altitude. They landed in the Leisure Lounge. You look fucking ridiculous. Take that helmet off and show us your face. Is this some Wrestling Federation's masked fighter? Love the costume, but you gotta lose the bees. We need to take this seriously. They might be with the invaders. What if it's a commander? Takumi, did you see a commander like this during your first 100 days? No, I never saw anyone like this. We never faced a commander who controlled bees, especially not one in a spacesuit. You know what? It might be an MGS3 reference, too. We're talking about bees in space. Hey, who are you? It's only polite to introduce yourself. Speak up, asshole. The mysterious person examined our faces without answering. Then they nodded, seemingly satisfied.
So good to see so many of you. With so many participants, this killing game is sure to reach a screaming climax. The more lives there are to lose, the more spectacular the battle.
Their voice sounded unnatural. Perhaps they were filtering it through a voice changer. Their face was obscured by their mask too, so there was no guessing their age or gender. Who's not in the room with us right now? Which, okay, if they have the spacesuit, then they could just be from an alternate timeline. That's on the table. We know that we can hop timelines. Eido's dead, Gaku's dead. Everyone else is in the room with us except for Eva. As far as I can tell.
Well done for deciding to join my game, Special Defense Unit maggots. I commend your small act of bravery.
They commended us. Yoshika, they're definitely being sarcastic, or trying to provoke us. We're so terribly honored, but who exactly are you? What are you doing at the school? With a bee army?
I'm here to play a game with you, of course. I'm the sponsor of the Invader Hunt. You may call me sponsor. Treat the title with the respect it deserves.
Sponsor. So this is the person who invited us to play this game. Which means...
Time is precious. I wish to start the game quickly. First, we'll hold the opening ceremony.
Let me ask you one thing first. I yelled over the sponsor, interrupting them mid-sentence. Are you the one who murdered our friend Gaku Maruko? A strange threat was written on the blackboard the day before Gaku's murder. It perfectly matches this order of events. In other words, it was only natural to assume this was the person behind Gaku's death.
Does it really matter who I have or haven't killed? After all, every last one of you will die in this game.
Don't dodge the question. I'm asking if you killed Gaku. Yes or no?
Yes and no. There's no other way for me to answer.
I told you not to dodge the... Takumi, read the room! A sharp voice pierced my eardrums and caused me to cover my ears. Darn me. I've been waiting for this day my entire life. I prayed to the god of killing games every night. Begged to be released from the pointlessness of my life. Begged for me, my parents, my brother, my teachers to all die in gratuitous, gory style. My dream is finally about to come true. I'm gonna get the killing game I've always wanted. Don't ruin this for me. Don't you dare ruin my dream. I was taken aback by the desperation in her voice.
Why are you a strange one? Are you that excited for that game?
Like, you don't even know. Tell me all the messed up rules we have to follow.
That motivates me to hear you have such high expectations. Well then allow me to explain the rules.
No thank you. Not interested. Krara interrupted and stepped forward. I have no intention of playing your game. I refuse to even recognize it. You want us to kill each other? I'd never approve of such a vile game.
Don't be so rash, Tomato Head. That vileness is what will make the game interesting. You might enjoy it more than you expect if you just give it a try. It's not often that you get the opportunity to unleash your primal urges and kill your fellow man.
I told you I'm not playing. I am the scion of the Yo Suzuki family, the pinnacle of all Suzukis. It's fine for me to trample on the ignorant masses from up on high, but there's no way in hell I'm allowing someone to try and kill me as if we're equals.
So, you refuse to participate?
That goes for at least half of us. There's only the few mental patients here that want to play your deranged game. Takumi, she just called you a mental patient. She means you too.
All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. I believe I made that very clear.
I believe you did. Kurara glanced down for just a moment. So go ahead and try. All of a sudden, she was ready to fight. Pull your filthy eyeballs out of your sockets and watch closely. Behold the Osuzuki family boxing technique. I'm gonna beat you in your ugly costume until you're so swollen you'll look like you stuck your head in a stupid beehive. Kurara assumed a boxing stance and steadily approached the sponsor. Wait, Kurara, don't try and fight them alone. I can handle this by myself. I don't sense any fighting spirit in this pathetic worm. They have the quintessential pauper aura. All talk and no action. One punch will do it. Ignoring our warnings, Kurara continued to close the distance between the sponsor and herself. Hope you like the taste of noble fist. Kurara was about to unleash her deadly uppercut when it happened. Kurara? Ah, the bees! The bees that had been hovering near the ceiling descended with a terrible cacophony of beating wings. And then... oh no, the bees stole her. They instantly grabbed Kurara and whisked her high up into the sky.
Put me down! Put me down this instant! Oh, these horrible things are so creepy!
Kurara squirmed frantically, but they held on to her tight, refusing to let go.
Kurara Osuzuki, I sentence you to being
What?
suspended.
What? What are we doing?
What a sight, don't you think? As they say, smoke and fools rise to great heights. You can writhe and suffer for now. I'll ease your pain when the time is right.
Lady Kurara! Give me back my Lady Kurara, you vile insect! Kurara, what do we do? How do we get her back? She's so high up, even my mid-air attacks wouldn't reach her. So, what do we do now? How can we save Kurara when she's all the way up there? Kako's sniper rifle may be able to reach, but this Kako's never used her Hemo-Anima before. Right now, there's no way for us to attack the bees up near the ceiling. In that case, we'll just have to attack the person controlling them. Ah! Suddenly, I found myself running at full tilt, making a beeline for the sponsor. I'm not going to lose anybody else. I let that determination take away my fear and carry me forward. I plunged my infuser into my chest as I ran. Give back? Oh. I screamed as loud as my voice would let me and swung my sword down on the sponsor. I felt it connect. My blade was going to split them in two. I was so sure it would, and yet...
Oh, that tickles. Is that all you've got, Takumi Sumino?
How? The sponsor was completely unharmed.
It's simple. Your power isn't enough to inflict even the slightest scratch on me.
No, this has to be some sort of mistake. This has to be some kind of cheap trick.
Well then, try again. I won't stop you.
You've got some balls, beef-fucker. Beef-fucker. Let's see how long you can keep up this tough guy act, huh? I'm joining the fray, Takumi. Combined, our power level is like 2 million or something. We can get them, guys. We need to save Kurara as soon as possible. Everybody. Even if we can't take the sponsor on alone, we can if we all attack together. Brace yourself, asshole. Whoa. What in the... Who's the... Where did the... Oh, that's the bike! I don't think I've ever properly looked at his bike before. I didn't notice the cool fucking Scully man on it. Our breaths synchronizing, we all leapt at the sponsor.
Take that!
You black
Takamaru, Nozomi, Kyoshika, and I unleashed everything we had on the sponsor. We punched, we kicked, we sliced, we pummeled. We tried every attack possible. We used every last ounce of our strength until we had no energy or hemoanima to spare. However...
It tickles.
Why don't our attacks do anything? Are you immortal or some goddamn thing? You have the endurance of a wrestler to withstand my body slam. No matter how much we attacked, our opponent didn't even flinch. This is far beyond a matter of strength or endurance. They were literally invincible. We can't give up. We must save Lady Kurara. My fellow warriors, just one coordinated attack and...
Enough of the sideshow. The opening ceremony will conclude with Kurara Suzuki's death.
There was a cruelty in the sponsor's voice as they pointed to Kurara, still hanging in the air. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god. Not the Mortal Kombat fatality X-ray. Her body was rapidly turning black. Was the swarm of bees draining her cryptoglobin? Once they'd sucked everything out of Kurara, the bees dropped her dried-up husk on the floor. No, Kurara. You know, as fucked up as that is, it's somehow less deranged than the other bee-related murder in a different Danganronpa thing. No, this can't be happening. Lady Kurara can't be dead. Don't give up yet. Let's take her to the Revive-O-Matic. Nozomi, Moko, and Kyoshika lifted up Kurara's corpse and left the leisure lounge, but...
Oh, pointless. How can a body be revived if there isn't a drop of cryptoglobin left in it? How pitiful that she would die before the game even began. She's ruined my schedule. Suppose I'll simply have to postpone the start of the game till tomorrow morning. Tune here as soon as you're awake tomorrow. And might I remind you, there's no point in trying to escape. You know now what happens if you refuse to play.
There was nothing we could say. We'd be killed instantly if we tried to resist. Never had any message come through so clearly. Bummer. Kurara got the opening death scene. Must be nice. She died with so much drama. But it should have happened to me. Well, whatever. Game starts tomorrow, so I'll have plenty of chances to have a nice gory demise. Wonder how everyone else is gonna die. Who's gonna kill me? There's like so much to look forward to. Darmi's eerie yet strangely innocent cackle rang out across the silent leisure lounge. Oh boy. Well, it's morning. I barely slept last night. I woke up over and over again, seeing Kurara's face when she died in my nightmares. They won't get away after killing my friends so horribly. If I could, I'd kill them right now. But right now we're too weak. We can't beat them. One poor attempt to revolt and we'd just be massacred. For now, we just have to obey. Just have to play the game. They wanted us to come back to the leisure lounge when we woke up. I hurried off to the leisure lounge. On my way to the leisure lounge, I came across Nozomi and Moko in the hall. Nozomi, are you okay? You're so pale. I couldn't sleep last night. I just can't believe it. Kurara, she's gone. Kurara, I didn't know what to say. What could I do for her after she lost a close friend? We buried her. Make sure you say goodbye to her later, okay, Takumi? Yeah, I promise I will. They're not going to get away with killing Kurara. I'll do whatever it takes to avenge her. But now's not the time. They're a bit too strong for us right now. So we're all going to play this game for a little while and wait for our chance. For now, we just have to push all this grief down and grit our teeth. Knowing how to bide your time is an important part of fighting. Nozomi was barely able to hold steady on her own 2 feet. Moko looked after her as they walked to the leisure lounge. I made a vow to myself as I watched Nozomi walk away. No matter how this game turns out, I'll protect Nozomi to the end. No, not just Nozomi. I won't let anyone else die. Because I came back here to protect them and grab hold of a future where we can find happiness.
At last, I'll present to you the rules of the invader hunt.
Once we were all in the leisure lounge, the sponsor began to explain the rules without any preamble.
The rules are exceedingly simple. All you have to do is hunt the creatures known as invaders. You'll gain points for every invader hunted, which will be tallied.
And reflected in the live rankings.
Okay. The names of everyone in the room were shown on a screen being held up by 2 bees. God.
The person ranked last at midnight on the 10th day will be executed. Their cryptoglobin drained by my bees.
Executed. Kurara's death was proof that this was no bluff. They could easily kill us all. In short, we need to try and kill as many invaders as possible. Glad we don't have to actually kill each other or anything. I mean, not glad, but if we're just hunting invaders, then we just keep fighting defensive battles, right? That's the same shit we were doing anyways.
Not at all. What you were doing was merely defending your base. Hunting and defending are entirely different. To hunt, you must go out. The playing field is the space outside of the school. You will not receive points for any invaders killed at the school, no matter how many.
We can't get points anywhere in the area shaded red. That's anywhere within school grounds. That means if we want points, we'll have to go hunt down invaders wandering outside. So we're being forced to fight outside of the ring, then. It's too much for a shut-in like me to be forced outside like this. But what happens if the invaders attack the school while we're all out there? If a commander strikes and the place is empty, it's the end of the line.
All you need to do is engage them before they infiltrate the school grounds. They say that a good offense is the best defense, after all.
Well, then we can't stray too far from the school. If we're not careful about how many battles we fight out there, we'll end up disqualified for going out of the ring. So we need to hunt in a place where we can quickly return to the school if something happens. And how are you going to track down how many invaders we hunt down out there? We're not counting on an honor system, right? Someone would definitely end up lying about their numbers.
These bees will count your points. Whenever you kill invaders, they will count the points and return them to me.
In other words, these bees will be monitoring our actions while we're playing the game. Guess running away isn't going to be an option.
And last but not least, the most important rule of all. You are strictly forbidden from causing me harm while the game is underway. Anyone who defies me will be immediately become food for my bees. Try not to lose your cool. Chris McLean here with total drama.
Rather tyrannical one-sided rule, isn't it? Does this mean we can't resist even if you use violence against us?
Don't worry, I won't lay a finger on any of you. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause.
In other words, they won't hurt us so long as we do what they say. But you're the one who enforces these rules. If you turn on us, we're entirely without recourse.
I intend to run this game as fairly as possible, otherwise things would be very boring. I promise not to violate the rules. Please trust me on that.
There's no way we can trust them, but we're in no position to argue.
Now then, that concludes the explanation of the rules. There are plenty of other hidden rules, but I'm not so inclined as to give them all away at this juncture. Come up with strategies on your own. Doing is learning.
The sponsor looked at all of us and shouted,
Special Defense Unit Maggots, participants of my game, Assume your new roles as proud hunters and claim as many invaders as you can. The invader hunt has hereby
What?
officially begun.
Oh, I'm going crazy. Awesome. Without so much as a moment to prepare, the game was on, but I wasn't sure I was supposed to handle our newly assigned task. I decided to go back to my room and prepare to leave school grounds. The Invader Hunt is a point-based hunting game. I decided to review the rules of the game. The rules themselves were simple. All we really had to do was hunt invaders. However, the game field was outside school grounds. Even if we killed an invader, if it happened in a school facility or in the schoolyard, it wouldn't count. Basically, no matter what we do in a defensive battle, it wouldn't be worth any points. If we wanted points, we had to go out exploring and hunt down any invaders we came across. But it's way too dangerous to constantly be fighting out there. If we died outside school grounds, the drones couldn't collect our bodies and the Revive-O-Matic wouldn't revive us. Death truly would be final. You have to be careful so we don't die. If we want to do that, we should probably form teams. In a team, there'd be someone there to have our backs, and we could look after one another and keep each other alive. We need comrades if we want to survive. Okay, before I go out, I should find someone to partner up with. I decided to go talk to everyone to see if anyone would want to team up with me. For some reason, when I went out of the roof, everyone was already there. There's no sign of Darumi and Hiriko, but almost everyone else was there. Takumi? Oh, everyone, great timing. I just figured out a way we can survive this game. Do you mind if we talk? Everyone rushed over to me, and I explained the necessity of forming teams. So, I think we should at least be in pairs. Trying to do this solo will just end in game over the moment you take a lethal hit. Yeah, we were just saying the same thing. That we should work in teams, I mean. We were actually just deciding the teams. In short, we're right in the middle of a draft meeting. Tako pulled out a piece of paper with the members of each team written on it. The first team is us boys and Sister Dearest. And the second team is all the girls. We might end up spending a lot of time together from now on, so we thought grouping up by gender would make sense. What we're worried about is Yugamu, who's nowhere to be found. He's a boy, but it's entirely possible he'd like to stick with Miss Kirifuji and Miss Magadori, as he's done up to this point. But if we put Yugamu in Team 2, then we should put Hiriko in Team 1. Miss Shizuhara is very strong, so we were discussing giving preferential negotiating rights to the weaker team. Preferential negotiating rights? This really is like a sports draft. By the way, what team do you want me in? It would make sense if I was in the male-centric team, but... You have to play alone. Nobody wants you. What? I was so shocked that my voice withered away mid-explanation. Why? Why am I the only one being left out? Don't tell me you guys are still suspicious of me. I thought we cleared things up about Gaku. I didn't kill him. It was the sponsor. Isn't that obvious? No, we're on the same page there. They're definitely the one who killed Mr. Mariko. They destroyed Sirei too. They're behind everything. Well, then why? Mr. Sumino, have you forgotten? You killed Mr. Aotsuki. Sure, but why bring that up again? He was a traitor. He had to go. Even if I grant you that, he was still one of us. If you had a comrade who could kill another comrade without batting an eye, who would you want to team up with them in a killing game? No way. You've got to be kidding. But... And whenever you do anything, someone invariably ends up dead.
You're cursed. Do us all a favor and get out of here.
Okay.
You're more than cursed. You're the Grim Reaper.
I mean, you're probably right. The Grim Reaper. It stung, but I couldn't argue. It's true that I was the common denominator in all the deaths so far. I came back to the past and immediately killed Ado. And because I ignored the message on the blackboard on day 4, Gaku was killed the next day. And 2 days ago, I decided to join the game and encouraged everyone to join with me. And because of that, Kurara died so brutally. If you hadn't convinced us to join this game, Lady Kurara would still be with us. It's all your fault. All of it. Give it back. Give Lady Kurara back to me.
The blood of Lady Kurara is on your hands!
Kyoshika drew closer to me, letting out a pained cry. I couldn't bring myself to meet her eyes, which were now red and swollen from crying. Kyoshika, no. Moko put herself between us and embraced Kyoshika. Blaming Takumi won't bring her back. It'll just make it hurt even more. But... Knowing how to swallow your sorrow is part of fighting. We need to be strong right now. I'm sorry, Takumi. Kyoshika understands, I swear. She knows it's not your fault Kurara died, but she has no outlet for her grief, so she's just taking it out on you. I was so shocked that I couldn't utter a single word. I had no idea everyone had so much contempt for me. All I ever wanted to do was save your life. Never wanted to grab the knife. There we go. I got there eventually. Was to make everyone happy. That was why I came back. Where did it all go wrong? Oh, probably when you said you wanted to do a fucking killing game, I would imagine. I swear, Lady Luck or Fortune or whatever the hell she's called turned against you the moment you offed Ada. Shish, this whole slew of shit speaks for itself. Not even I can help you out there. Sorry, but you're on your own. Sorry, Takumi. Everyone left one after the other, leaving me all alone on the rooftop. I felt total despair. This was my first time being so obviously and intentionally isolated. I always had Kurara by my side in the TRC. My fucking hot mom that I forgot about, holy shit. And my mom and dad were always waiting at the dinner table whenever I went home. But now, here I was, all alone. I would have to face this game of death all by myself. Nobody would ever want to team up with the Grim Reaper. But then, I thought of something. Well, that's right, Hiriko. I saw Hiriko in my mind's eye. On day 5, she took me to the second-to-last defense academy. I can never really tell what she's thinking, but she's a surprisingly caring person. She might be willing to work with me on this. Maybe I should ask Hiriko if she'll team up with me. Feeling a sliver of hope, I decided to stop by Hiriko's room. Protect yourself today. I was praying hard as I rang her doorbell. Please, Hiriko, you have to answer. If you forsake me too, then it's all over. Maybe my prayers were answered because... Takumi, what do you need at this hour? Hiriko, oh, thank goodness you're still here. I was almost tearing up with happiness. I'm so glad you're here. So glad. The moment I met you, you stirred my soul. Can I go back inside? You're creeping me out, man. No, wait, just hear me out, please. You're not about to try and tell me the word of God, are you? No. I explained everything that had just happened. I didn't leave out a single detail. I told her about how they called me the Grim Reaper, how no one would team up with me. So your already very low popularity's now hit rock bottom, then. I mean, it hurts when you lay it out like that, but in a nutshell, yes. At this rate, I'll have to do the invader hunt all alone. I'm begging you, Hiriko. There's no one else I can trust. Please team up with me. I lowered my head and pleaded sincerely. I believed that if anyone would lend me a hand to pull me out of my predicament, it would be Hiriko. But I'm afraid I must disappoint you. My hope was crushed. Is there anything I can do to change your mind? If you team up with me, I'll work myself to the bone for you. I promise I'll be useful to you. It's simply not possible. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Do you think I'm the Grim Reaper too? Please, I don't believe in that kind of superstitious nonsense. I simply have my own situation to deal with. Besides, I already have a partner. You do? Just then. Get lost, Takumi, Mistress Haruko's all mine, is how that translates. Darmy? She's mine, all mine. Is what that translates to. Stupid puppy. I told you not to come out. Go back in your doghouse like a good girl. Don't be mad at me, Mistress Haruko. What's going on? Why is Darumi barking? I wrote Hiriko route arf arf on a YouTube upload as a joke. I didn't think she actually... Okay. You know how this one's been an overexcited nuisance since the killing game was announced, right? So I turned her into my dog. I don't understand in the slightest. Basically, I used strength to make her submit, and it broke her a little. Come to think of it, Darumi had been unusually quiet during the announcement of the rules. I guess she was already a dog at that point. I have a responsibility to her as her owner, so I'll be playing the game with her. Go away, no boys allowed in the Yuri zone. She's all mine. Hell yeah. I instinctively fled after being ferociously barked at by Darumi. Guess I'm on my own then. I felt strangely refreshed after being so cleanly rejected. Fine, I'll play by myself. I'll hunt down the invaders on my own and survive all on my own too. Half sulking, I headed for the entrance hall. Okay, but ask her for the key so that you can be friends with Eva. There was someone unexpected waiting for me when I arrived at the entrance hall.
How pitiful that you must go out all alone. Are you going to hunt or be hunted?
Were you waiting here so you could laugh at me?
No, I merely came here to give you some information. I failed to mention it earlier, but I got some more fire extinguishers. Now you may go outside at any time. You should all hunt whenever it pleases you.
They're pretty prepared. How long have they been planning this?
Now then, go out there and hunt. Struggle away from my amusement.
We didn't see Nigo self-destruct. What if it's fucking Nigo piloting like a human suit? It's dangerous to stray too far from the school. I should try to find invaders as close to the school as possible. Pretty sure a decent number of invaders were wandering around the city to the south. I'll head over there today. Whoa. Whoa. Just as I thought, there was a large number of invaders inhabiting the nearby city. They roamed around the ruins like zombies with no will of their own. They were all just basic cannon fodder. I could defeat them on my own. I sensed a presence and glanced up in the air to see one of the sponsor's bees were tailing me. It must be here to count my points. Okay, here goes. I stifled my breath and slowly crept up on one of the invaders. Time to attack with everything I've got. I wanted to attack, but my legs froze. I couldn't move. Am I scared? I've fought on my own plenty of times before, but there is a difference between choosing to go it alone and having no alternative. I was gonna have to fight alone forever. I was scared of confronting that truth. But I can't just cower forever, can I? I took a deep breath and steeled myself. Ah! This time I leapt out in front of the invader. Am I actually gonna... Oh. Well now, well now, well now, well now. How gamer am I really? Let's count the ways.
Good to go. Take that. Say when.
Hiya!
Got it. Let's go.
Alright, that's a pretty clean turn one, if I do say so myself. Only got one guy whooping on me. That's alright. We take those.
I've got this. Yeah. All right.
What is happening?
Ready when you are.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
There. Let's do this. Ready when you are.
Yes.
Damn it.
Damn.
Let's do this. Harder. My turn. There.
Oh yeah, that's a good one
Ready
too.
when you are. That's it. All right, let's do this. My turn.
Hiya.
Let's do this. Here we go. Time to use it. I've got this. Yeah.
Get him. Hiya.
Ready when you are.
And this should be the endo.
Take that.
Cool. Wave 1. End. Sorry about that. Huff, huff, huff. I was already exhausted, even though I only killed off a few minions. I can't come back if I die out here. The lingering fear of death weighed heavily on my mind and body, but I couldn't afford to rest. I had to do whatever it took to get more points. Not to mention... Invaders drawn by the sound of fighting were showing up one after the other. They were beginning to surround me. I prepared to face the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between.
Let's go. Not bad. Good to go. There. Let's do this. Yeah. Get ready when you are. There. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh, my turn.
Alright.
I'm spent. Say when. I've got this. Here. Good to go.
Easy breezy, dude. Oh. No matter how many I kill, more just keep cropping up. Invaders kept streaming in until I was completely surrounded. They were just mooks, but there were too many of them. My stamina was at its limit.
I wish I wasn't alone.
I needed to toughen up, but just telling myself that wasn't doing anything. For the first time, I truly felt how alone I was. At this rate, I'll die without anyone ever knowing. Just
I'll
then,
help you out, Takumi.
I heard a voice and turned around. Standing there was...
Yugamu!
Yugamu.
Of course. Showing up uninvited, but sorely needed. It's everybody's beloved Yugamu Omokage.
bud.
What are you doing here? Were you trying to score some kills out here too? We can talk later. Let's take care of these things first. Our first joint effort.
There's something creepy about how he put it, but I was grateful for him in the moment. Our breaths synced up, and we began to clear up the swarm of invaders. Oh, hot.
Let's get to the killing. This hurts. I can't wait. How about this? Say when. Yeah!
Yeah.
Got it! I'm good to go. This hurts. You make a lovely corpse. Ha! Say when. That's it. Oh, let's go. There!
Yes.
Yeah! Yeah! Time for me to move. Stings, doesn't it? Let's get to the killing. This may hurt. I can't wait. Experiment time. Let's get to the killing. I'll kill them all.
Blast them. Blast their shit off. You win. I did it. I'm a winner. Nice. That's a great noise, Takumi. Is that all of them? Seems so. I don't sense any trace of them. Well fought, Takumi. You were in quite a predicament, considering it's the first day. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked to see how they just kept coming. I was almost killed by a bunch of weaklings. Fighting truly isn't something to be done alone. Right, I didn't get to properly thank you. You saved me, Yugamu. Thank you. If you hadn't run into me here, I might have been the first to get eliminated from the invader hunt. Oh, no need to thank me. It wasn't by coincidence that we met here. It wasn't? Yes, I've been following you all morning. You had no idea, did you? Tailing people is one of my specialties. Was he just joking to play off his embarrassment? No, that doesn't seem like what's going on here. He really was following me. Then it makes sense why he showed up at the perfect time to save me. But why? What was the point of following me? Oh, for the love of murder. Don't be so wary of me, Takumi. I'm not gonna eat you, alright? Although you look plenty delicious to me. How could I not be wary of an assassin? Yugamu Omokage, the descendant of a family of assassins. I'll come right out and ask, why were you following me? I was figuring out my timing. I wanted to come gallantly to your rescue if you found yourself in trouble. Then I'd be able to show you how useful I am. Call it a courtship display. Why is everything you say so creepy? Well, that's the long and short of it. He muttered as he held out his right hand to me. Takumi.
Would you team up with me?
Oh. He's offering to form a team. It's all I ever wanted, my isolation, but why do you want to team up with someone everyone hates? Wouldn't you rather be with Nozomi or Kyoshika or the others? I don't do well in groups. Honestly, I'd rather enjoy my kills alone, but going in alone is too risky. So I thought buddying up with the odd man out would be just the thing. Is that really the only reason? Made sense, but it's hard to decipher his true intentions. I was sure he was planning something, given that he went out of his way to ask me after I'd been ostracized, but if I turned down his offer, I'd have to hunt alone forever. Well, will you join me or not? What do I do? Should I team up with Yugamu? Interesting. Yeah, okay. Well, you're stuck with me for a while then. I shook Yugamu's hand. Whether he could be trusted was beside the point. I simply couldn't carry on like this all by myself for much longer. For now, I would team up with Yugamu. I'm glad to see our hearts are in tune with each other, partner. Want to try for the best couple award while we're at it? Don't think they're giving out awards here. Also, you and I are not a couple. While Yugamu and I were trading quips, we heard it. Kaboom! What the? There was an ear-splitting sound and the earth shook, but it wasn't an earthquake. It felt more like... I sensed a torrential gush of overwhelming energy. Somebody with incredible power is present nearby. Don't tell me commanders are joining the hunt. That would be bad news. Just two of us wouldn't be enough to deal with the commander. A little bit of reconnaissance would go a long way right now. Tiptoe after me as quietly as you can manage to kill me. Right. We cautiously made our way towards the sound of the source of the sound, hiding behind pieces of rubble along the way. And then...
Hey! You saw that, Mistress Yuriko? My 18th invader kill! How've you been treating them?
The bloodiest brand of carnage only I can dish out. What else? Now save your breath for tearing them from limb to limb. Let those entrails fly! Let the bloodworks explode far and wide.
Oh, my Mistress Hiroko! Nobody goes wild as beautifully as you! Your rampaging form electrifies me! You're everything I long to become!
Those two are enjoying this way too much. They aren't hunting anymore, they're just straight up massacring every invader they see. Kills me to say this, but I'm afraid we must cede the best couple award to them. Something feels off, though. Hiriko's always been strong, but when did Darumi get so powerful? She hadn't joined any defensive battles before this and should be woefully unfamiliar with combat. The euphoria of finally being able to take part in a killing game has likely unlocked the latent potential in her hemoanima, making it bloom. That's an unconventional way to unlock latent potential. Why the gripe? Potential is logic defying by definition. Also, we should totally call it a day and head back now. They've likely already murdered all the invaders in this area anyway. Yeah, we've earned enough points today. Let's go back and rest up for tomorrow. We made our way back and decided to drop by the leisure lounge before returning to our rooms. Why did we go to the... Oh. We checked the leaderboard.
Unsurprisingly, those two are in the top spots. I expect they'll be staying ahead of the pack for a long time to come.
Hey, we're number 3 though.
Third place? Honestly, I thought it'd be much lower than that. Well, I did take out quite a number of invaders today, and I'm in 4th. If we keep this up, we won't fall to the bottom of the rankings in the first round, at least.
The first round of this game will last until day 35. Whoever finishes last in each round will be executed. I decided I wouldn't keep tabs on where the others were placed. Ensuring my own survival was more important. And besides...
You're cursed!
The blood of Lady...
I should be letting the people ostracizing me live rent-free in my head anyway. What a day. The constant fighting and stress of possible death had drained my mind and body to their limits. I wanted to rest early to recover from the fatigue, but...
Hey!
Care to explain what you're doing in my room? It's just something buddies do, right? And that's what we are. Buddies, partners, bosom chums. Because of that saying, we need to be joined at the hip. Join your own hips and get out of here. Come on, bud. Humor me. Pretend we're brainstorming strategies for the rest of the hunt. How about that? This game's more of a marathon than a sprint, so we gotta come up with a long-term plan. Playing it by ear the whole time's bound to lead us to quick and easy deaths. Makes a very good point. Can't you at least make it clear whether you want to be disgusting or discreet? Who would I be if I didn't dabble in a little bit of both? Call me a double dipper if that's what turns you on.
Hey!
In your dreams. After that, we spent several hours discussing strategies for surviving the killing game in the days to come.
At ease, soldiers. It's time.
Bedtime already. Time flies when you're having so much fun. If you don't mind, Takumi, we can continue the rest of this conversation in bed. Of course I mind. It's about time you went to your own room. Oh, Takumi. Throwing me out after our exciting intercourse without any pillow talk at all? How cold is your heart?
Hey!
Stone cold. Out. Now. After chasing Yugumu out of my room, I crawled into bed and closed my eyes. I had to grab every second of sleep I could to let my tired body recover, but... Ugh. Their words from this morning reverberated around my mind, preventing me from slipping into a restful slumber. How did it turn out like this? I came back in time to lead everyone toward a brighter future. So why am I being so despised? What I wouldn't give to return to those happy days. Let today's hunt begin. I trust you're ready, Takumi. Yeah, ready when you are. On day 2 of the invader hunt, we went out to explore the city again. To earn points by hunting down any invaders we can find. Found some right off the bat. Check out that swarm of invaders at 2 o'clock. I turned in the direction Yugumu mentioned and found the invaders lurking behind a ruined building like he said. I don't think they've noticed us yet. Let's get closer and catch them by surprise. Put on your pussy boots and slink behind me, Takumi. My what? Sure, man. My what? Yugumu had clearly adapted well to the rhythm of the game. He knew how to take quick and decisive action to earn points for our continued survival. I, on the other hand... My feelings had yet to catch up to the strange situation of me participating in a killing game with him as my teammate. What was I doing? Why did Yugumu propose a partnership in the first place? Was my life even worth living if I had to kick someone else down to do it? There were so many things on my mind, but... Come on, Takumi. Time to sound the death knell for them. I don't have the luxury of time to think them through. Fighting to survive was the only thing I could afford to do now.
I can't wait. This'll stop them in their tracks. I'm good to go.
Mother.
How about this? Let's get to the killing.
More of that,
Such
and less
a
of
beautiful
whatever
death.
that was.
I've
Oops,
got this.
oopsie doodle.
Let's go. Take this. Good to go. Take that.
Yes, I will end my turn.
I'm exhausted.
Oh no, you,
Let's go.
I will save you, bro, Chacho.
Here.
I like the gunshot sword.
I can't wait. Does this do it for you? I'm good to go. You make a... Let's get to the killing. Let's see how they like this. I won't give in. How about this? I've still got some kills in me. Good to go. Take that! All right, say when. Gotta push it. I never thought they'd be this good. Experiment time. I've still got some kills in me. I'm not going down alone. It's just a temporary retreat. I've got this. Let's do this. Harder. I've got this. Here. I won't be the one who dies next time.
Did we get them all? It's too early to be celebrating. More enemies are waiting in the wings. Invaders approaching at 3 o'clock. They just keep coming. I prepared for the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between.
I'm good to go. How about this? Time for me to move. I'm good to go. You've got me all excited. Time for me to move. Here we go. That's it. Let's get to the killing. This'll stop them in their tracks. Let's go. There. My turn. Here. Got it. I can't wait. Stinks, doesn't it? Time for me to move. Does this do it for you? Such a... I can't wait. Ha! Here we go. One last strike. Take care of the rest. Time for me to move. I can't wait. Does this do it for you?
Fighting outside is tiring. You fight all the... Oh, okay. My body resists me whenever I think about how death is permanent out here. You need to relax, Takumi. At this rate, you'll kill yourself first before the enemy has a chance. I don't get it. How are you so calm? You're not even perspiring. I wouldn't be much of a professional assassin if I let every other spot of good murdering get me down. Now would I? Hey, what's your secret? How do I kill the enemies efficiently while conserving as much stamina as possible? The secret is your heart. That is to say, your frame of mind. Get it in your head that the act of killing is nothing special at all. Nothing more than mundane work. Mundane work? Like hitting a nail with a hammer. Like turning a screw with a screwdriver. Just dull, repetitive work to be repeated without much thought or physical strength. So basically I psych myself into believing it's nothing? Does that really work? Anything more concrete, like a better way to move my body or something? Your body movements are virtually perfect, Takumi. There's nothing to critique. So what's left is your mentality, right? Just give it a shot. You've got nothing to lose. Pretend the act of killing's the most boring job in the world. Just dull, repetitive work, huh? Despite my misgivings, I decided to try out Yugumo's suggestion. I crept up to an invader that happened to be meandering about nearby and launched a surprise attack. Without entertaining the fear that threatened to well up from within, I quietly lifted my sword and brought it down nonchalantly. This was just work, something that had to be done. No need to think too much about it. I went after the next enemy as I repeated those thoughts to myself. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Incredible performance, Takumi. It's like you've become another person. Yes, you have an aptitude for killing. I sensed it the moment I laid eyes on you. An aptitude for killing? Me? I think you need to get your eyes checked. Might sound strange coming from me, but I wasn't good at such things at all. I tended to miss the obvious, and my reflexes were average at best. I don't have an aptitude for anything. Gifts show up in many different ways. Sometimes they manifest later in life. Later in life? You'll understand one day. I wasn't happy to be left hanging like that, but I knew he would just be evasive if I tried to press the matter, so I didn't. Anyway, we should focus on the hunt for now. Now that I seem to be getting my mind under control, I wanted to get used to the hunting at one go as well. Let's go look for the next group of enemies. I feel like I can take down another 15 before calling it a day. Nah, I think we should call it a day now. We've earned enough points. No, but I was just getting the hang of it. And that's when it gets dangerous. Everything in moderation, including assassinations. Besides, if we keep on hunting, we'll run into them sooner or later. You okay with that? Them? Just as I was wondering who Yugumu could be talking about. Over here! This'll be our starting point for the hunt today. Don't fall behind, you losers! I heard a familiar voice coming from somewhere nearby. I quietly made my way towards the voice and peered out from behind some rubble. I feel like I'm starting to use my hemo-anima better. Not even a commander can stop me now. I think. Confidence is the name of the game, sister dearest. You and I both know nothing can stand in the way of our newly awakened power and strengthened bonds. Don't start getting carried away, you two. Thinking you're invincible because you learned a thing or two is the best way to die in the battlefield. You little chicks can just stay beneath my big, strong pinions for now. I ain't gonna let any of you die on my watch. I'ma protect y'all with my life, in the name of Takamaru Yakashiji. They're hunting here too? Takamaru, Ima, and Kaka weren't the only ones. I could see Tsubasa, Nozomi, and the others in the distance as well. Why does fighting invaders outside the academy seem so much more graphic? It's like I'm really killing something alive. And all that blood, so much blood. The feel of that invader I just took down still lingers on my hands. Tsubasa, are you okay? I can give you a back rub if it makes you feel better. I think a big one's coming. Why didn't I bring any barf bags with me? Lady Tsubasa's about to start puking like a fountain in a fancy park. Is there anything we can give her in place of a barf bag? Alas, necessity knows no decorum. Lady Tsubasa, heave into my sheath bag if you must. Are you sure, Kyoshika? Isn't that the Holy Jumanji Sword's pajamas? The Holy Jumanji Sword is a party animal with a soft spot for the ladies. She'll understand. Now come, Lady Tsubasa. Let it all out and hold nothing back. Bitch, are you good? I'll be fine. I pushed everything down with sheer willpower. Well, the roiling stopped. Sorry guys, I haven't been feeling well since this morning. You don't have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. We're not supposed to mention that, Tsubasa. Looking out for one another is what teammates do. No wrestler with their salt abandons their tag partners to get ahead in the match. Loyalty above self. None shall be left behind. It is the way of the warrior. Takamaru was desperately trying to protect Ima and Kaka, who weren't used to fighting. Nozomi and the others refused to abandon Tsubasa even though she was holding them back. They were watching out for each other like true friends. I used to enjoy that sort of relationship with them too. I could feel my strength rapidly leaving my body. That's right, I've been alienated. What I just saw only served to cement that fact. All those kind and comforting words would never be for me. You look like you're in a lot more pain now than you were when you were fighting enemies. That confirms it. Your fatal flaw is that fragile mind of yours. I left the place quietly and made my way back to school, taking care not to be seen by the others. Taking back with me nothing but an armful of distressing thoughts and feelings. I got back to my room earlier than usual, but wasn't in the mood to do anything, except lie upright on a bed and stare long and hard at the ceiling. I suddenly realized it was already night. I knew I should be resting, but bad memories kept surfacing in my mind and kept pulling me back to wakefulness. Well, yeah, it's after 9 p.m. You don't listen to yourself then. Don't listen to yourself after 9 p.m., Takumi. It's like I'm being punished just for being alive. The The pain of being despised was more excruciating than anything the killing game or defensive battles could inflict upon me. The first 100 days, it wasn't a happy ending by any means, but at least everyone was my friend. We had a barbecue. We set up festival booths. We got testy with each other sometimes, but we always made up in the end. Our bonds became unbreakable. How do I repair our friendship? How? As I was agonizing over this matter... Is that Yugumo? Maybe he wanted to discuss our strategy for tomorrow's hunt. Although I honestly wasn't in the mood to talk. It wasn't like I could simply drive away the only friend I had right now. I got up slowly and ambled to the door. When I opened it, I saw... Hiriko? Good. I was just about to kick the door down. What are you doing here? Or rather, are you sure you want to be seen here? I'm jinxed. Nothing good will come out of my association with me. Well, aren't you wallowing in self-pity today? Finally lost your mind after falling out of favor with everyone else? Including you, right? You think so? Yeah, I do. You didn't want to seem to team up with me like all the others. I went through hell and back after you left me in the lurch. Those invaders chased after me and surrounded me. I had no way out. They almost killed me. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't turned me down. It wasn't Hiriko's fault that I'd almost been killed. I knew it in my head, but my heart refused to stop those angry words from spilling out of my mouth. Hiriko said nothing in response to my irrational accusation at first. You're right, I could have handled that better yesterday. You were already crushed by everyone's unkind words and deeds. I should have been more considerate. So, here's a token of reconciliation from me to you. She took out a box she'd been holding under her arm and handed it to me. Token of reconciliation? Open it. I think you'll like what you see. I took the box and gingerly lifted the cover. Inside was... it was the dead body of a gigantic bee. Is this some sort of sick joke? No, wait, this bee... Isn't this one of the sponsors' bees? You killed it? I did. I took advantage of the chaos after Kurara was killed to secure one. As a research sample. What sort of research? You can't be this stupid. Research that will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of a game. I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Haruko talked about killing the sponsor. A sponsor's invincible. We can't kill them the way we are now. We can, as long as we find a way to deal with 2 weapons they wield. 2 weapons? The bee is the first. The other is that suit they're wearing. That spacesuit thing? Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. She was right. We attacked the fellow with all our might, but didn't manage to even scratch the suit. The outfit clearly had some special powers attached to it. How confident are you of finding something? My research on the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weakness in the very near future. Really? However, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit to spare time for anything else. I've not done anything about that bee or the identity of the sponsor yet. And you're bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower. Something like that. So, willing to join me in my quest to bring down the sponsor? If that were truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed, but there are some things that were bothering me. If you wanted my help, why did you turn me down yesterday when I asked to team up? Then you wouldn't have had to come over again today to do this. Where are your brains? Try to remember what my exact words were. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Surely you understand the implication that I would be teaming up with you outside of the game instead? Oh, sorry, I guess I just couldn't see past that big bush you were beating around. You've been nothing but dismissive of me so far. I was alienated. You didn't try to take my side. Yes, I do think I could have handled that better, but can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. The person I am right now. It sounded like there was a deeper meaning to her statement, but I decided this wasn't the time or place to pursue it. The Takumi Sumino that I know is essentially a good person. He cherishes his friends, has a strong sense of justice, and possesses good leadership qualities. Someone worthy of my trust. However, you killed Ado on the night of day 2. A would-be traitor who had yet to do anything out of line. That created some doubts in me. I had to wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi I know. That's why I've been assessing you from a slight distance. See whether you, the person you are right now, could be trusted. It's starting to make sense now. Like, why she wanted to come with me to Second to Last Defense Academy when I went there. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. We can chat? Yeah. I couldn't find a definitive answer to that question until that day, when the game sponsor appeared and fatally wounded Carrara. You were the first to attack that unknown enemy in order to save her, with no care about what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced. Hiroko knows about the multiverse, right? She knows about the suits. She's in on the suits. She knows about the timeline hopping. If she's concerned about Takumi possibly being a shithead, the only shitheaded Takumi I know is from the cringe obsession route. But he still has time travel powers. If cringe obsession cult Takumi became an evil emperor and traveled back in time to some of the other timelines and caused his fuck shit to happen in those timelines, and she's aware of it, I wonder if that's what she means. I don't know, I'm just spitballing.
You are the Takumi I know.
Thanks, man.
The same kind-hearted Takumi Samino, with the most disheveled and generic mug, who always puts his friends above himself.
My tears threatened to spill over despite myself. To think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everyone else. There, I said it. Now are you willing to work with me to bring down the sponsor? I'm not taking no for an answer. I wasn't as cold-hearted as to say no to someone who just bared so much of their heart to me, however. You know I want nothing more than to do just that, but I'm already in a team with Yugamu. What should we do about him? He's welcome to join us. His knowledge in biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that bee. He may not want to go against the sponsor, though. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to err on the side of discretion and deliberation. That's where your leadership abilities come into play. Leader what? You've just been appointed the leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. Hang on a minute, shouldn't the one who suggested the partnership in the first place be responsible for taking the lead? And you know I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is just not my kind of thing. You expect me to believe you after all that tyranny you displayed in the previous 100 days, and that shit I saw you do with the dog girl. I'll leave the convincing to you, leader. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance will turn the situation around, defeating the invincible sponsor of this game. It sounded impossible, but being told we could do this by Hiroko of all people, somehow it felt like we really could. Maybe the others would have a better opinion of me if I played a part in taking down the sponsor. Maybe we could become friends again. I fell asleep clinging to that small ray of hope that had lighted up in my heart. Save my prog. $28. Alliance. Sure, sign me up. Yugamu agreed to join the Anti-Sponsor Alliance readily. So readily, I almost felt disappointed. That's it? You're not gonna think about it a little more? We're going up against someone virtually invincible, you know? It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our own deaths. The same amount of risk we're facing if we continue playing this game, right? We may not end up in last place during the first round, but what about the second? What about the third and fourth and so on? We'd be completely worn out by then. Would we be able to drive away any commanders who chose to launch an attack during that time? Either way, our strength will slowly be sapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed yet, but we're standing at the crossroads of destiny right now. Either we break free of the situation by defeating the sponsor, or get slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. So, you can imagine how grateful I am to Hiroko for taking the lead in revolting against the status quo. Thing is, his expression darkened. I have one major cause of concern with this alliance. What is that? Hiroko's current teammate, Darby. She's made no secret of how much she loves killing games. Hard to believe she'd be sympathetic to our quest to put an end to this game. Know what I mean? I'm sure Hiroko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. She said as much last night. What does Darby think about this plan? Killing the sponsor to end the game? She may get mad because she loves her killing game so much. I'm keeping it a secret from her. She's merely my in-game partner, that's all.
Oh.
I was never gonna let her join the anti-sponsor alliance. Incomprehensible. Why even bother teaming up with her in the first place? I'm sure she has her reasons that she won't reveal even if we pressed. Ah yes, femme fatale. Thy name is Hiriko. Not that I approve of allies keeping secrets from each other. Speak for yourself. Point taken. We'll put Darby on the back burner for now. So, what exactly are we expected to do? Good question. Our top priority is to earn as many points as possible. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. Stay in a rank that safeguards you from that outcome. Understood. Safety first. Basically, focus on the hunt in the morning and anti-sponsor alliance activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is... I want the anatomy and abilities of this bee to be thoroughly analyzed. This will primarily be Yugamu's job since he's so good at dissection. Good. You mean fabulous. I'm dying to get my hands on those bee remains already. By the way, what's your role? Takumi, I want you to investigate the identity of the sponsor. Focus on whether they're an invader or not. How exactly am I going to do that? Look up books in the library or something? Horses for courses and all that jazz, right? Best person to ask about invaders would be an invader herself. So, Eva, then. Yeah, Hiriko passed me the key in the cage in the courtyard and said she'd leave the interrogation to me. You think she'll be cooperative? She's a former commander we captured and imprisoned. I doubt she'll betray her companions so easily. I know, let me tag along. I'm quite the killer torturer if I do say so myself. No, you stay far, far away from her. Wipe that drool off your face. It wasn't easy for me to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Eva, and I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. Acknowledged. I'll follow Hiriko's general directions as instructed. That means going out there to earn some invader points right now. You ready, Takumi? Yeah, ready when you are. We took out our weapons and went around attacking the invaders loitering in the ruins. I applied Yugamu's advice from yesterday in treating the killings as mundane work. Lifting up my sword quietly and bringing it down nonchalantly. It's just work, I kept repeating myself in my head. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. No, that sponsor isn't one of us. When I asked Eva about the sponsor's identity, she flatly rejected the possibility of them being an invader. Absolutely impossible. I can stake my life on it. You must have solid proof to be so sure. The proof is in the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they wouldn't be using blood-sucking bees to fight. What do you mean? Bees are taboo in your religion or something? Not the bee, the blood-sucking. The absorption of divine blood is strictly prohibited in our commandments. Divine blood? Meaning the cryptoglobin running in our veins? Absorbing cryptoglobin was prohibited. That reminded me of something I heard during my previous 100 days. Which proved that the sponsor of this game couldn't have been an invader since they absorbed Kuraru's cryptoglobin. First of all, if the hosts were one of us, why would they organize a game to hunt down their own kind? Yeah, good point. It didn't make any sense for an invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. However, this did complicate matters. If the sponsor was neither Special Defense Unit nor School Invader, did that mean they were an unknown third party? By the way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking... Eva suddenly changed the subject. Remember that favor I asked for the other day? Did you bring it for me? Bring what? You know, my mask. You promised you'd return it to me. Right, she did ask me for a mask a while back. The mask was really important to her, as much as I'd like to be able to give it back to her right now. I'm sorry, Eva, I'm gonna have to go back on that promise. You'll have to bury your face for a little while longer. Why? Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed hold of the cage bars as she protested. tears welling up in her eyes. Exposing our plain faces is as embarrassing as walking around outside without clothing. Do you enjoy humiliating me so much? This is prisoner abuse. Whoa, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the timing's not right. What do you mean the timing's not right? The mask is a symbol of your identity as commander, right? Wearing it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader hunt. As a commander, Eva was most likely one of the targets of this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. If anyone realized that, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later. I can't give you back your mask in order to keep you safe, that's all. I can protect myself. I am not known as a hero among my people for nothing. But you can't use any of your powers when you're inside this prison. You'd be like a sitting duck. But, look, you just have to accept it. I'm not about to sit around and watch you get killed. You're not getting your mask back no matter what. Eva looked entirely unconvinced, and it seemed like she was about to protest again, but... This is awful. She sighed deeply in what sounded like resignation to me. Hey, cheer out, man. Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? Maskless life isn't that bad once in a while, see? No risk of heat damage to your face. I'm sorry. She ignored my encouragements and apologies in favor for glaring at me through half-lidded eyes.
You're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
I thought I'd been imagining things. Did she just whisper something really out of character for her? Eva, sorry, could you repeat that again? Did I hear you calling me useless? Do you have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I can go on, you know.
Takumi's a gibbering idiot! The enemy of all maidenkind! Downright pervert! I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
Eva had done a complete about-face. What could have transformed that sweet, docile lady from just now into this sharp-tongued witch? I'm guessing these are your true colors, huh? Yes, I'm done playing nice. I know I won't be getting anything out of you. This is the pits of the pits. After all that hard work, I didn't even get to see a glimpse of my mask. Why don't you just give it back already? The shock of not being able to get her mask back made Eva burst into tears. She'd been putting on an act all this time. I was astonished by that fact and annoyed by her hurtful accusations, but... What am I supposed to do now? I couldn't muster up the anger to chide her as she wept sadly. She was likely mentally strange from the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. No wonder everyone hates me. I quietly left the courtyard so as to not agitate Eva any further. After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I'd gotten out of Eva in a notebook. And then, once night fell... The bedtime announcement played. By rights, we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now, but... The Alliance meeting shall now begin. We'll take turns to share our findings on the day with each other. It had been decided that the Anti-Sponsor Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting from tonight. You start first, Takumi. Learned anything new about the identity of the sponsor? Yeah, according to what Eva told me. I shared the results of my investigation with everyone. About how the bee could not have been a weapon of the invader. That blood-sucking was taboo for the invader, so the sponsor couldn't have been one since they sucked Kurara's blood. In conclusion, it's quite likely the sponsor is an unknown third party, unrelated to us or the school invaders. That's all for me. Already having enough trouble with the invaders, and now there's a third party? This is highly displeasing. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? I'll work on it if I feel like it. So that's a no. Allow me to go next. After dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was modeled after a type of parasitic wasp, a horrible species that parasites the bodies of butterfly larvae and feeds off their innards. Basically, that bee was simply a scaled-up version of a parasitic wasp. There's just one major difference between this bee and an actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stingers to inject poison into an enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out, like a blood collecting device of sorts. It's more like a mosquito stinger. We all saw the bee use it to suck the blood out of Carrara. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of its suction. But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. So where did Carrara's blood disappear to? Maybe it was warped to another place instantly? It's likely that's what's happening. Why are you nutting over bee physiology? Maybe it's designed to transfer all the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach. In other words, the sponsor's using the bees to consume cryptoglobin? Just a hypothesis. If that turned out to be true, it would mean the sponsor absorbed Carrara's blood. The thought of my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me. And that's all I've got. Let's hear what Hiroko has to say now. Any progress on that suit the sponsor's wearing? Yes, I'd venture to say there's been some major progress. Much more than I initially expected. I may be able to get my hands on a spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. There's a spare suit? Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine the coordinates. Hiroko previously said the sponsor's invincibility came from that suit. If we could secure something similar, wouldn't that make us invincible as well? Where's the spare? We can look for it together. No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. Why? 3 sets of eyes are faster than 1, right? Because I'm the only one who can find that place. Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovered it. So don't even try, understand? Her assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion on the matter. Something that could cause the usually placid Hiroko to get so worked up had to be extraordinary. Okay, I'll respect your wishes even if I don't understand them. It's for the best. Moving on, what's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your research. We're having a dire lack of good information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in 6th place or higher. Also, avoid situations that may end up with you dying to mere minions. As usual, we're going with safety first. If you accidentally die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself, Takumi. Why only me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine. Yukimu's with me, and I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. You should be watching out for yourself. You were the first to die last time. Please, are you talking to me? I'm much stronger than the Hiroko you knew. Darmi and I can take out a commander or 2 by ourselves. Darmi, huh? Yukimu's expression darkened at that. Hiroko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Darmi of all people? I'll be brutally honest. The fact that you're a team doesn't sit right with me. She loves her killing games. I can't imagine she won't at least try to sabotage our work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured that she'll never find out. She's just my in-game partner. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm talking about the what-ifs right now. You can't guarantee that won't happen. You really ought to dissolve your partnership with her. No, I'm not letting her out of my sight. She has an important role to play as well. Which is... I can't tell you. Why not? Shouldn't allies share as much information with each other as possible? Yukimu continued to question Hiroko about her reason for teaming up with Darmi, but she kept quiet throughout. The Alliance meeting ended on a slightly sour note because of that. That's gonna be the end of the stream. I'm cooked mentally and emotionally. Thank you, wow. Thank you guys for coming by. Thank you for hanging out. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, and y'all just spent some y'all's time with me. I appreciate you for it. This is the last stream for the week. Next week I'm definitely finishing off Pokemon XD and continuing 100 line. If there's time, I'll maybe work in some Ratchet and Clank. Who knows? I kind of don't see that happening, though, just with the way my life's been going. My forecast of my life does not seem to give me any time for that, but that's fine. Next week will be the last Pokemon XD episode, stream, whatever. That'll be the end of that. Yeah. I don't know, man. Take care of yourselves. Be good to one another. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye-bye.